Alright, so today let us see how we can create email campaigns in Clodura. You can go to Cadence here on top and click on manage cadences. Cadence basically means sequence of events. So you can actually plan multiple follow-up emails. You can get the whole gamut of analytics on the companies and everything else. So all of that is available here. If you can see, these are all my cadences that I have personally run. So let us see how you can create a new cadence today. You can click on create cadence here, which will allow you to create a new cadence with a name. So let's say I give it demo 10 as a name. You can also give it a tag just to remember it later on. So I'm going to see this is test demo. So if I search with a tag, it will come automatically there. You can also add multiple tags there. Now permitted days basically means which all days do you want this cadence to run on. For example, I'm okay to send emails to my customers from Monday to Friday, but I don't want the system to send any emails from on Saturday and Sunday. So here I'm going to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday as default days for permitted emails to be sent. In start date, I'm of course going to put today's date here or maybe tomorrow's date. Start time, I'm going to put, let's say 10 a.m. So from tomorrow 10 a.m. onwards, any email that contact that I add into this cadence will start automatically receiving my emails. So click on next. Now this is my empty cadence. Now there are no contacts in this cadence. If you click on the contact on the right, you will see this is empty cadence. There are also no emails that have already been sent, and of course the reports are empty as well. Now I go back to overview and I click on add email phase. Now here, before I move ahead, you will also see active, paused, interested and finished contacts. This will also allow you to find out contacts in your cadence who are actively engaging with you or showing interest. You can segregate, the system will automatically segregate them separately. And this is a quick understanding of how your cadence is performing right now. It will show you read, reply, link clicks and all of those directly here. The difference between soft bounce and hard bounce is something which is a very popular question that we get. Soft bounce is something which actually something like if you've sent an URL in the link and the receiving server does not accept a URL, we automatically can convert that into text and send it back. So there is nothing wrong in the email as such, but the delivery mechanism has to be better in order to get it delivered again. So if you change something in delivery mechanism, the email will go through. That is basically a soft bounce. And hard bounce typically means the email ID is wrong and there is nothing you can do about that. So this is the two differences in soft bounce and hard bounce. All this is mentioned in your non-delivery report. If you send an email and you get a bounce in your inbox, then that actually has a code in it which we actually read and understand why this email has bounced. It is a soft bounce or hard bounce, and all the soft bounces are actually catered by the system. Again, we read it, understand it, and take corrective actions on that. So let's say I'm designing my first email now. So as soon as I add a contact, within let's say 10 minutes, I want the system to send him the first email. So my first cadence will go in 10 minutes. Now, how do I design this? You have a special AI writer here. I'm going to be creating a separate video on this AI writer, but essentially you can use a lot of these functions to create a very beautiful email. Right now, for the time's sake, I'm just going to quickly show you a very simple email how you can create here. And you can also add your signature and everything at the bottom. You can also save this as a template to use it later, or even import a template that you've already created in the platform itself. So I'm going to go ahead and save this now. So this is my first email cadence. As soon as I add a contact into a cadence, within 10 minutes, it will receive my first email. Okay. Similarly, I can create multiple cadences. So now after this email, second email should go after 2 days after my first delivery. So if you read here, it explains how this entire thing works. So after my first phase, the second phase will go within 2 days. Okay. So now I'm going to create a second one, which will say, let's say test 2. And I'm going to save this again. So now my first email, as soon as I add a contact, he will get this email in 10 minutes. The second email will automatically be sent after 2 days. Similarly, you can keep on adding phases into this. Once you have added these phases, every contact will follow its own journey. It will be sent first email within 10 minutes, second email after 2 days, third email after whatever time frame that you have given, and at the end of it, in the last phase, it will be marked as done. So it will be marked as complete and it will be moved out of the contact. So every single day you can come in and add contacts into the same cadence. Instead of creating new cadence every time, you create a cadence once, and after that you just keep on adding contacts into the same cadence. This actually helps you reduce number of cadences and helps you manage the contacts also better. Now just to show you quick data, I'm going to show you a few examples of how we have created cadences here. So this is basically a quick cadence that we ourselves had created. Now this is all the data and 3 phases that we had run on this. In contact section, you will see all the contacts that have received emails from us. In the email section, you will also see all the emails segregated based on phases here, on which date, which phase was received by this email person. All of that is essentially given to you here. And in the report section, you will also see a lot of analytics in terms of the heat map analytics, the distribution of contacts analysis. So all of that you will directly get to see here. So you will see how many emails were sent total in this cadence, how many of those have been read, how many of those have been replied, link clicks, hard bounce, soft bounce, unsubscribed, everything essentially you will see here. So this will give you a fair idea in terms of how that email campaign is progressing, and you will also see your top audience. So we analyze the kind of contact that you've added into the campaign, and then it will give you sort of a direction in which what majority of the contacts you're actually adding into this cadence. So here you can, as you can see, in all likelihood you have added most of the contacts from US, what kind of directors you've added, finance directors, titles, headquarters. So this is sort of a persona that you have selected for this audience. Just make sure that this is on the right track. If this is not what you intended to be, then you can go and change it directly here. So just ensure that this top audience is in sync with what you want it to be. Along with this, you will also see heat map here, which will show you what sort of contact locations are you selecting in this campaign, what sort of seniorities have you selected in this campaign. Ideally, the heat map should be all towards left side, dark colors, and the right hand side should be all faint colors, which will mean that you are more focused on a very specific kind of contacts in this campaign. Ideally, that is the best way of running a campaign, instead of having a very broad structure in the campaign. If you don't see a heat map here in the functional level or in the seniority levels, that means that your audience is very wide. You are sending a same email pitch to multiple seniorities and multiple kinds of functional levels, which also will mean that the email is not very pinpointed and focused towards one specific kind of audience. So all of this should ideally, heat map should show a very left sided approach where you see that the heat contact is focused. You will also see what kind of people are more opening your emails, what kind of people are more replying to your emails, what kind of people are clicking links on your emails. So all of this analysis will help you understand how do you change your cadence and how to make it more appealing to the audience. So do see all of these features and give us a feedback on how you feel about it. Thank you.